capable of doing that we just didn't. And that was one thing. Just need to get a more accurate ball there. Josh knows that he can catch that ball, and we'll clean it up. And we're gonna need to make those plays in bigger games for sure.
Did you get down, or were you thinking afterwards?
No, I was just kind of chuckled about it. I was like, oh, of course, this is how it starts out, And then they go on to score, and I'm like, all right, well, let's go. But yeah, I honestly just laughed about it. It was kind of funny, but kind of turned it around the rest of the game.
What was your pregame mood? Did you have nerves?
I was nervous for sure. I mean, I know that I got the experience, and it's not like this is my first time playing a college football game, but just first time starting for a new program, pretty high expectations. I knew a lot of people were going to be watching and seeing how the game goes, and just kind of after that first play, nerves just kind of went away. And but I think the nerves were a good sign. I mean, it's an indication of high expectations, and means that I care a lot about the team and the outcome and how it goes. But things went pretty well, and just glad the game turned out the way it did.
Well, were you surprised just how successful you guys were pushing it down the field pretty much the entire game?
Yeah, I think I wasn't surprised. I mean, I knew we could do it, and I knew if we got the looks and executed correctly on those looks, Coach Cohen put up some great calls for the defenses we were seeing, and we were able to find some openings in the defense that we could take advantage of. And just to connect on those deep balls with accurate throws and good catches was huge. But at the same time, there were some drives where we didn't push the ball down the field too well. I mean, I think we had 3 and out, and then a few other drives were just like left points on the board for sure. And need to get them cleaned up, and looking forward to watching the film and getting better from it.
There were a few times where it felt like nobody was around your receivers. Were you surprised how open some of those guys were?
Yeah, I just think that the plays were designed for that to happen, whether the separation is exactly what we'd expect, but it definitely makes it easier for me. Actually, sometimes it makes it harder. When there's a guy wide open, you kind of just want to throw it up there and don't want to screw it up. But yeah, but it's good to see that separation. I think the guys definitely played with game speed today and had that kind of burst that was expected out of them once they got through the secondary. And it's just great to connect on some of those long balls for sure.
Well, one time on the boot leg pass when you got the hit.
Sorry, can you say that again?
One time on the boot when you got the
hit.
What happened on that particular play?
It was a boot. The end read out of it. He made a good play. Tried to kind of plant, get underneath him, and I got a pretty bad cut in the eye and came off, kind of blurry vision for a little bit. Had to go into the tent, just get the cut kind of taken care of. But
he had it read out pretty good.
Oh yeah, they played it well. I mean, it was a good team we played today. All respect to ULM and what they did and how they came out and came and just played against us today, and sending them good luck for the rest of the season. But definitely made some good plays on us. I took some licks. I knew some other guys took some good licks too, and yeah, it's just sometimes just defense kind of bests you. Yeah.
What's going through your head when Wandell gets that deep ball and down there trying to fight? You have 20 yards to get a touchdown. Are you thinking just go down, man?
Oh, his second touchdown? Yeah, I mean, I saw the inbreaker. I knew we had it. Gave him a good ball. I was like, all right, first down, we're good. And obviously, Wandell's not the biggest guy, so you see his safety coming at him full speed, and he puts his head down. You kind of cringe, and you're like, oh no, but bounces right off of him, walks in the end zone. But yeah, he's a great player, and to show that he has that strength was huge.
It looks like he and Josh both, getting a lot of yards at the catch too. Were they showing that physicality throughout camp, or that's something?
Yeah, well, obviously, except for scrimmages, we're not going full tackling or anything. So it's good to see that, and especially for a back like Chris, like you saw. I mean, you guys have seen the last couple seasons how he's so great after contact and able to just continually fall forward and get those extra yards. So we saw a little bit of that in the scrimmages, but it's just great to see what guys are able to do truly when there's a live situation after the catch, after the run, whatever. And we're going to need to break some of those if we want to get the explosive plays that we need to win games, and it's going to be big for us, so we just got to keep it going.
What happened on the play where the center snapped the ball and everybody was looking at the bench?
Yeah, it was definitely on me. It was a personnel missed call. I had called a play for the personnel that didn't match the personnel on the field, and we were on a speed break snap count, which is essentially Luke snaps it on the first thing he hears. So I break the huddle, and I'm kind of like, oh no, like what's going on? I was trying to signal Isaiah back over into the formation, try to make it good. I said like the name of the formation, and Luke heard that, snapped the ball. Look back, I'm like, whoa, I don't know where the ball went, and then luckily Smoke was there. But again, those are the things like that, and then the two turnovers. Those are things that we just can't have again, and we got to go back and fix and get it ready for the next game.
We'll do 2 more because we got some guys waiting over in the.
Coach Stoops has talked a lot about balance. When did you think he was sincere about it?
When did I think he was sincere about it?
Yeah, I mean, this has been a running program.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I knew I had complete confidence in that statement all throughout camp, just how we were scripting practices, and there weren't any practices where it seemed like we were running the ball a lot or throwing the ball a lot, and it's not like we had to work on one a lot more than the other, which felt good. So going into the game, I knew that we were going to have a great mix of it, and obviously when we start throwing the ball like we did today, we're going to keep throwing it. So that's what happened, and there's going to be some games where we're going to rely on the run game more than the pass game, and vice versa. So it's just a way of just feeling it out and seeing how the game goes. I had him next.
So, I've only been here a few months, and to get voted a captain by your teammates before this season, I guess what did that mean to you?
It means the world to me, honestly. And coming in here, I knew that I had to work really, really hard to get these guys to respect me and to understand how they're going to be effectively led. I've made this statement a lot, and it's completely true. Every single guy needs to be led differently. And to come in for a new program with 100+ kids that really rely on me, and that I need to learn how they kind of tick mentally to kind of get through to them. I think it goes to show how much effort I put into that this summer, and that it has paid off. And I really wasn't expecting it. I think the fact of being a captain was kind of not really in my mind at all. And then when they said we were voting for captains, I was like, oh, like I think maybe I have a shot at this. And then when Coach Stoops announced it earlier this week, it was a huge moment for me. It's something that I've strived for ever since I got to college football, seeing such great captains of teams before me at Penn State, dudes that are playing in the league, just that do all the right things. It's definitely a status that I've looked up to and have pursued since I've been a college football player.
We'll do the last one right here.
Will, I don't think any of us anticipated this banana media frenzy, let alone you. How does it feel to now see that on SEC Network, and then how do you feel about Coach Stoops holding up his end of the bargain, or not so much?
What do you mean? What did he do?
Well, he pulled you 40 yards before he had to eat the banana.
Oh yeah, I just had a chance to look at the stat line before I came in here, and I had seen that on like Twitter, how he said that I yeah, I think he was definitely a little scared, and he didn't want to do it. I think another one more drive wouldn't have hurt us, but I was so glad that Bo was able to get in there and get some drives, and getting in those other rotating guys in the offense. That hopefully there are a lot of other games this year that we get in those situations where guys are going to be able to play. So when those guys get out there, I'm going to be cheering on them 100%, and just would have been nice to get those extra 40 yards for sure. That'd have been funny. Thanks, guys.
You got some guys over in the cabinet?